Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your new beginning that starts now. But before we begin anything, by the way, I just want to note, if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. Before we begin, I just want to share updates that are happening in my life with you guys. I wanted to take it out of my chest and share it with you. So these days I have been going through a lot. Everything got crammed at exactly the same time during the time when Mercury retrograde began. So basically I had to leave the place that I was living in because my landlord wanted her place back and I had to look for another place. And so in between all of this, as I was transferring my things in this temporary place, as you can see, until I go to my new place, all sort of things happened at that time. Although I was very busy at work, busy doing the readings, busy with the movement, many things started happening. I had to fix my computer that suddenly stopped working. I had to deal with camera issues. I had to deal with voice issues. Sometimes I would shoot piles and and they weren't there. The lighting, all of you have seen the part with the lighting. I think this temporary place that I'm in, the light exposure is a bit harsh on my usual setting. And so it changed the colors of the cards and the skin tone, everything. And I had to, one of the issues that I had to deal with, as I was fixing the light situation, I think I played with the zooming of the camera, or maybe I didn't put it back, I don't know. But then we have a video coming up where there's a slight annoyance of zoom in, zoom out of the camera, and I couldn't believe it. This time Mercury retrograde really hit me hard, and I had to learn to stay calm and try to fix all of these issues. And so until that happens, when we're back to our usual shooting situation, as I'm transferring from one home to another, and I would kindly ask you to be a little bit patient if you see a little issue with lighting, or in one of the videos there's this little bit of zoom in, zoom out. It's tiny, but it could be annoying for some of you. I kindly ask you to be a little forgiving with me until I figured all of this out. I did learn a whole lot as I was transferring and figuring and fixing all of these issues. I think you might find the sound a little better moving forward. I think I've understood a little bit more about lighting and all of that. At the end of the day, it's all good. I'm doing good, and I'm proud of myself for remaining calm during that time. Maybe a little bit upset here and there, but I remained most of the time calm in figuring these issues out. I had a great friend helping me as well. I was blessed in that aspect during that transfer. But yeah, this is all good. Just wanted to, what is it called? Address the elephant in the room. So that's the update. That's what's been happening. Let's get straight into your reading. We will be pulling out 3 cards from this deck so that you guys can pick your piles today. 1, 2, and 3. So for pile number 1, you've got caller. For pile number 2, you've got runestones. And for pile number 3, you've got pomegranate. If you prefer to pick your piles using crystals, then let me add these right now. There we go. Oh, I forgot to share something with you guys. As part of the things that weren't going exactly right during Mercury retrograde, even one of my zodiac crystals fell and it broke a little, and I was so sad about that. So yeah, it's all good at the end of the day. I just wanted to share what was going on with you guys. Very happy. These are all not like big things, and they all taught me one thing or the other, to have another set, not depend on one thing. They all taught me a valuable lesson. Just wanted to share it with you guys. All right, so let me introduce your crystals to you. For pile number 1, you've got the Onyx, for pile number 2, you've got the white Howlite, and for pile number 3, you've got the cherry quartz. So, take a look at which one of these 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It is there to lead you to the messages that you're meant to hear. So if you're drawn to several piles, perhaps you'll be hearing different aspects about your new beginning, or maybe just several new beginnings happening at the same time. Let it lead the way. Maybe one beginning is starting now, another is starting a little bit later in a month or something. Yeah, just let it lead the way, and it will show you what you're meant to see at the moment. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times, and I will see you in your readings. Please note that in a moment, I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your signs, then my dear soul family, as you know, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys, so you can do just that. And sometimes, even if you prefer to pick your piles using your intuition, sometimes you may feel like, you know what, today I just want to pick my pile with my sign. That's all right. These are just different options to make it more enjoyable for you. Okay, so let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are the signs for pile number 1. 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are the signs for pile 2. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these are the signs for pile number 3. Okay, so the signs for pile 1 are Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, and Virgo. The signs for pile number 2 are Libra, Leo, Sagittarius, and Taurus. And the signs for pile number 3 are Scorpio, Aquarius, Cancer, as well as Gemini. So these are the signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using other placements in your chart, please feel free to do that as well. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times, and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what your new beginning is. that is starting right now. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. Okay, so very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Onyx. Your significator card is the Caller. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, and Virgo. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Right, so let's check out what your oracle cards are first. So you've got the Metal Dragon with Waking the Warrior Within. If I'm not mistaken, this year is the Metal Dragon. In any case, it's the year of the dragon. If you're watching this now, if you're watching this later, also what I'm about to say will resonate with you. It just gives me an indication that something is happening this year. The new beginning is happening this year. And so if you're watching this now, we're around the time where the new year is going to begin. And so this is saying this new beginning is starting right now, not even when the new beginning happens. So that's my first understanding of your cards. But let's see, and the first understanding of this specific card. But let's see what the rest shows us. I'll adjust this in a moment. Actually, we can just place this here and use the smaller cards at the bottom. You've got, Unicorn, a special experience, or a very unique situation. Very unique situation is happening. I think some new beginning for this pile that doesn't usually happen to most people, or at least the people around you, is happening for you this year, or like right away. And you've got the Moon card with chaos, illusion, intuition, create, and wait for clarity. In my opinion, seeing the two together, the Moon and the Unicorn, it really shows that it's going to feel spiritual, this new beginning. It's going to feel divine, if I can put it this way. It's going to feel like, oh my God, how is this happening in my life, kind of thing. So prepare. I would say for this pile, fasten your seat belts, because what's coming is really cool. All right. Let's check out the rest of your cards. Can I fit this one here? Would that work? Kind of, yeah, why not? You've got the Sacral Chakra with Service. Right. And let's take a look at your tarot cards. We'll check out the first row. This way we at least have like an initial understanding of what this new beginning is, and then we can always expand on that. So, new page it is. You've got the Page of Wands. You've got the Hanged Man. You've got the Three of Pentacles. The Two of Cups. As well as the Six of Pentacles. Oh, actually, we have one more card and we have a space for that extra card. And that is the Eight of Swords. Wow. So what are we seeing here? What is your new beginning? Look at that timing. I feel like timing is an aspect here. I know that timing was something about to happen. And I can't wait to explore what that is and why is it in the form of the Hangman. Have you been waiting for this new beginning for a long time and it's just happening? Maybe. Let me think about it. looking at the synchronicity in your cards, there's something tying you down. Do you see that? Something is controlling you. It could be your health. It could be your energy levels. It could be you wanting to do something, but something is holding you back. That's an underactive sacral chakra card. You see? I feel like there are two things fighting each other. A great desire of yours and something that is holding back that desire. I'm seeing with the clock here that you've been stuck, not being able to do anything about this desire for a long time. The clock hasn't been moving. Here it's 6 o'clock, it's tea time, right? Alice in Wonderland. And so time hasn't been moving, or things haven't been moving for a long time. You've been stuck in this situation, really, of these two things, one part of you really wanting to do something and something else having full control over your capability of doing that thing, to the point of maybe you complying a little bit or a lot. So what's your new beginning? Your new beginning seems to be this year, and it's really good. It's of a spiritual nature with the unicorn and the moon. Is it your desire with the Page of Wands that's changing everything? Because you see the sword, it's about to cut this, whatever this thing that's been holding you back. It says waking the warrior within. Is it your manifestation powers that suddenly emerged? Is it a magical experience, one way or the other, like a wonderful experience happening, freeing and liberating you altogether from whatever has a grasp on? I think it's your expression, because we have the sacral chakra here and we have the throat chakra. So the combination seems to be creativity and expression, or your capability of manifesting your desires, your capabilities of making that desire come to life. I have really good news for you. It does look like before the end of the year, you will start working with a new type of energy, specifically, a new type of manifestation, energy. Let me adjust that. There we go. Yeah, a new type of manifestation energy. Whatever it is, we're going to explore it in a moment. But you see all the cards here and all the cards falling. There's something about a change in destiny. Are you the one changing your own destiny? Or is an event occurring that will allow you to work better with what you've got to change your destiny? That's a very good question that I want to explore before we continue reading your pile, just to understand that part. I'm so excited to find out for you. Is this something that you're coming up with, a new action that you're doing, or is it some form of experience happening to you? I'd like to explore more on that for pile number 1, please. You've got the Queen of Swords, the Magician. Okay, interesting. And you've got the Four of Pentacles. I think this is first and foremost working with what you got, because the Magician is a manifester. The Magician is a skilled person. The Magician has all the different elements, and they're working with the different elements. The Four of Pentacles is what you got, the resources that you have, what you own. So first and foremost, it is something about thinking in a way of manifesting. I think you're suddenly going to change your mind with the Queen of Swords. You know, the mind is the most powerful thing in the world. I just want to tell you one thing about it before we continue. Everything that was created in the universe was created through the mind. In fact, esoterically speaking, not religiously or anything, it is said that everything started with the source thinking about it, having a thought. And that thought became stronger and expanded until it became its own entity or energy. And that energy started to go out there and move things and make things happen. That's in the simplest way, in layman's terms. And so really, when we take a look at the Kabbalistic laws of the universe, the first law is the law of mentalism, the law that explains that everything begins with thought. And so here with the Queen of Swords, that's the manifestation of that energy. The Queen of Swords and the Magician, that's exactly what this is saying. Let me show it to you. You're thinking in a very powerful way. Do you see? You're making the ideas in the mind form into something that's going to change. Doesn't it look like a butterfly? And with this strong thought, manifestation thought, you're really changing your reality. Energy is starting to work with you now. So the first thing that's changing that I see in your reading, your new beginning, it's starting with your mind. Of you going, you know what? Let me see, what do I have with the Four of Pentacles? What do I have? What can I do? Do you see the thinking here? What? It starts with a question. What can I do? What do I have? What are my elements? What are my tools? What do I own? What can I do about it? And you see, just that thought is changing your destiny. You will find yourself these days having different thoughts. And I think the universe has been keeping you standing in time like that, for you to think that very thought, to start thinking in that way. What can I do to take a grasp over the situation and make it happen for me? It's that moment where you stop relying on outside circumstances, people, laws to change or anything like that, and starting depending on your own power. That, let's call it source energy within you, to change everything, because every person has that, and the moment they get in tune with it, everything changes. And I think that's what's happening in this pile. This is the real new beginning that's happening. This is the new beginning that if we do a reading later and we start looking at your cards and going, oh, look at that changing for you and look at that changing for you, which we will do in a moment. But it is because of that actual new beginning that's starting now. It's the birth of that thought that will change everything for you. In your case, I really believe it had to do with you relying that you have the power, and that the power wasn't without you. The more you were in tune of the energy, why didn't this person do this? Why didn't this change? Why didn't this happen for me? Like, I keep talking to this person, I keep talking to that person, and I keep, asking about this, but nothing is changing, and I don't understand why. The Mad Hatter has a note, and I think the note that you haven't been seeing is that you don't need to rely on anyone else except for yourself. And when that power begins, everything and everyone starts working with you. The two must happen together. And if you're relying on just the doctor or your rights, or for this to work so that you can do that, or for someone to comply, it's not going to be on its own. Or if you're too independent and you're not using your resources, then that may not work either. And you can see with the balance in the Six of Pentacles, it starts giving. When you first rely on your power and work with what you've got, only then things absolutely change for you. This is when it will finally start working, and when blessings will pour into your cup and maybe even others. So and we understand now that the magic begins, and it's that's what's spiritual in nature. That's what is beginning. This is what's going to make everything move in your life, especially the areas that you've been stuck in. Things are going to start moving in your life right now. Okay, so what is going to start working in your life right now as you take command and charge of your life? What's going to start working for you, giving? What's going to start working for you? Let's see the story, what you're going to do, and what is it going to give back to you. Let's look at the full story. So what are you going to do? We're reading your energy, and it seems like your energy is giving us this type of reading, which means whether you have decided to take that decision or not, that's what's happening. That's most likely what is going to happen. So you've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, as well as the Seven of Cups. Okay, so that's the first part. We're going to continue with another one, but let's read the first part. What are you doing exactly? You're getting into it with the Queen of Pentacles. Here, this looks like a grandma sheep who does what she knows how to do best. She knows she's great at knitting here, for example. So she's going to use her mastery. She's going to use her skills that she knows she's great at. And she is starting to put something together. She's like, what do I have in my repertoire? I have these buttons. I have this nice thread. I have these. I have that. And I'm sure I can do something masterful with what I've got. And so whether this is your health or your creative work or figuring out what you can do about this situation, first thing I see you doing is taking action. You're like really thinking about it. I've got this, looking at what you've got, because we did see the Four of Pentacles, looking at what you've got and the repertoire and getting into it. I see you working hard. I see you starting to work hard. I see you looking at your dreams with every bit of your heart. And that's all you can see for a while. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It's a little bit of hard work, but I'm all for it. I'm in love with this hard work because I see hope. I see dreams. I see what I want with what I'm doing here. And that's the Emperor, Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. It's the same thing. The Emperor knows how to create their empire. They have a system. They're following it. They know how to get to it. And that's really what you're doing. Seven of Pentacles. You're patient. You are seeing what needs adjustments and you're adjusting it to fit your needs. You see, this card has found out that the Red Queen wanted red roses, and so instead of replanting, they're using what they've got. They're using the red paint to paint it. Now, putting aside whether this has worked or not, what I am reading for you is that you're figuring things out. You're like, maybe I don't have that, but I have this. I can do it like that. Maybe it's not this way, but I can use this and that. And I see you winning in every aspect that you're going to start taking action on, because in this card, it's a game that all of the animals played and everybody won. So it gives me an understanding that every little step that you're going to take moving forward in this new beginning is a winning step. It's going to work for you. Is it going to take a bit of time for it to grow with the Seven of Pentacles? Yes, but you have a clear vision, and with the sword, you're taking action constantly on that clear vision. You're manifesting what you're seeing in your mind with the Ace of Swords. Now, things are going to start growing and working out for you for the very first time. That stubborn energy, is finally moving. The fate, your destiny is changing. And because you're going to start noticing that the efforts you're putting in, and you're not depending on anything outside of you anymore, and it's starting to actually work out. It's like, finally, it's working out. You can see here with the Seven of Pentacles, you're going like, whoa, well, if I open that drawer, if I open this opportunity for myself, this means I can actually start dreaming high. I can think about this, and I can think about that, and I can achieve this, and I can do that. Oh my God, I have a huge potential in achieving all of the things that I want for myself. There's so much I can do. So that's what you're starting to do here in this situation. Things starting to work, every step you take is winning. You're like, ooh, sometimes you're like, oh, but I don't have that. Let me do it like that. Okay, that's cool. That's working with what you have. And then this takes us to the next part of your reading. Your dreams start to become bigger. You start to dare to envision bigger things that you couldn't envision before. Like, for example, here could be the example of the energy. Let's take it like literal with the pentacles, for example. Easier to give an example. I just wanted a side hustle so that I can at least cover my expenses, save a little bit from my salary. This way I'm like safe in case I want to move from one job to the other, be able to pay my bills, this and that. And then you're like, hey, this is working. Hey, this is giving me as much as my salary. Hey, this is like growing. And so as things are growing, you're like, wait a minute, can I like get this amount of money instead of that amount? Can I like, dare I say, double what I'm getting? No, I don't know. And you're like, maybe I can. And you do this and you do that. And it's working. So every step you're daring to look bigger. And I don't think just double, if we're looking at that example, this looks like wild dreams. So you're like, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can merge with this company. Maybe I can like expand in different states. Maybe this, maybe that. So here you're going from nothing moving at all to, oh my God, this is working, to, hey, this can be way bigger than the scale I'm currently looking at. This could be your health, your money, your relationships, many other things. You start taking matters into your own hands. That's the energy that I am seeing. We're reading about what you are exuding, what's happening with you. So let's see. Spiritual it is. This is like a strong energy of manifestation here. Wow. I think this is talking about how you always had that energy. It's funny that you would be in a pause like that because you were depending on everything outside of your own power. Like, how can you have that form of power and comply and be restricted? You take matters. Look, this reading is definitely telling you, for you, pile number one, with that sort of power that you have and how you're tapped into it easily like that, I would say for the rest of your life, don't look outside of yourself. When you want to do something, always look, how can I do it? And you will be able to do whatever you want in life. You're so lucky to be easily, without resistance, tapping into that energy. And it looks like your ideas maybe of having this specific wish done on the outside is what really puts you on hold like that. Taking your power back means it begins right now for you. Okay, so what is this leading to? I can't wait to find out for you. Oh, this moved. I love your aces. Right, so you've got the Ace of Pentacles. This is leading to any opportunity that you envision in your life. You start realizing, you know what? I can bring this from the mind to the pentacles, to the earth. I can get anything I want. Okay, your realization that you can, in fact, that it's absolutely easy to get what you want for yourself. You know, these people that talk and they're like, if I lose it all, I know how to bring it back for myself without the money, without the connections, or other examples of this energy is kind of like, whatever I want, I can do for myself. That's the type of that energy. What else? There are people in life who are so tuned into that energy that they just know how to make everything happen for themselves. Like they know how to solve their problems. They know how to easily just get around life. This is what I'm seeing for you. Getting around life. Knowing, hey, I want this, I can have it. Once you tap into that energy, there's no going back, I guess. Okay. You've got the Hermit. Oh, that's an interesting Hermit, actually. That's really nice. Hermit is you become independent, but I have an interesting thing I want to say here. You've got the Four of Cups. Thank you. Oh, that's interesting. That took a steep turn I wasn't expecting. And you've got the Eight of Cups. Well, I have some great news here for you. What's happening? Well, what's evident, of course, we've already explained. You dreaming high and you achieving it. You know how to make that happen in any way, shape, or form for yourself. But you say goodbye to your reliance on others to help you. Not that, or the doctor to help you. Look, this is just a tarot reading. Always consult experts. This is for entertainment purposes only. Always consult your experts. All I'm saying is that, I'm not saying don't rely on your doctor. I'm saying, let's take another example. I'm saying your reliance on the outside to help you will cease to be the thing. Because this White Knight helped Alice during a challenge in the game. Charming helped her and is leaving now. So there's something about the Hermit here, you becoming independent and saying goodbye to your reliance on others or for an outside source to help you, like laws, rules, money coming in, or whatever. That seems to have been the case in this situation, or maybe in a lot of things, in this situation at least. Because the Four of Cups, because of some pain or an early disappointment in life, in any case, some huge disappointment or pain maybe convinced you that you don't have the capability of achieving it, or maybe convinced you that you need someone to help you with that, to look outside of your own power. I think you doing that will absolutely heal the situation right there, because you will start understanding that you have the power to do everything on your own. And so you're saying goodbye to help. You're saying goodbye to that old wound. You see, you're walking now out of it, the Eight of Cups. You're now leaving that old home of pain. You're saying goodbye to your pains, basically. And that's going to be a big thing, because who knows what healing this pain is going to do. Perhaps that was the very pain that put you there in the first place. You say goodbye to your pain and everything changes. And that happens by empowering yourself first. So your new beginning seems to be very clear. It is a mental decision with the Queen of Swords that you will take, followed by the Magician, you realizing that you have the skills and the power to make it happen. Four of Pentacles, these were the three cards that we opened in the very beginning next to these, if you remember. Four of Pentacles is using the things in your repertoire, using your resources to make it happen. Once you do that, every step is a winning step for you. Once you do that, you'll realize that you're able to get what you want in life. You're not any longer waiting on anything outside of you. You say goodbye to your need for anything outside of you. You heal that pain, and hasta la vista, baby, with the Eight of Cups. That chapter is long gone out of your life. You heal something substantial. You heal perhaps, I'm guessing, an inner child, or you heal a disappointing situation. You heal your thoughts that maybe hurt you. You heal all of that. And it looks life completely smiles for you in whatever you desire. This begins right now for you, my dear pile number 1. I truly enjoyed your reading. I wish you the best of luck with what's to come. Reading your energy, it looks like this is inevitable. This is what you're going to start doing. I wish you the best of luck with that. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what's your new beginning that's starting right now. To do this reading, as you know, these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. But very quickly, before we begin, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful white Howlite. Your significator card is the rune stones with the keywords ancient wisdom, fate, and divinity. And of course, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Libra, Leo, Sagittarius, and Taurus. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's take a look at your oracle cards first. You've got the fire snake. Interesting. With living from the heart. Ooh, powerful for sure. All right. Can we fit this one here? I guess, we can just push this one a little bit and we can definitely fit it. So you've got the root chakra with perfection. Oh, I love that. Ah, no, this card talks about seeking perfection, right? Okay. I could be right, though, with the snake looking down into perfection. Let's see. You've got the brain. It says memory, personality, thought, use it or lose it. Here it says do not use. Right, so let's keep that here and see what animal you got. Ah, you've got the starfish. Beautiful. Okie dokie. I guess let's now take a look at your tarot cards, pull out the first row and see your initial full picture of what's starting now for you. Ah, thanks. That was quick. Whoa. Okay. They're so jumpy today. Right, so these are our tarot cards right on the table. Let's explore. We'll use this, and then this. So, you've got the Empress. The Ace of Wands. The Queen of Wands. The Six of Swords. The Queen of Cups. The Five of Pentacles. We've got two. Let's check them out. We'll just keep this here for now. We've got two, the King of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. So, place them in the middle and see what is starting now. I think something that shattered in your life is fated to transform and get fixed and start giving to you. I say giving because this is the Five of Pentacles. It's a card of lack. It gives me an impression that something shattered in your life. It froze you for a while, like this memory was frozen in your mind for a long time. it made something end in your life. It was probably absolutely painful. Yeah, this is the background of the Three of Swords, but now that very thing is going to start pouring into your cup. It's going to start giving to you. How is that? In that very situation of your life, things are changing and transforming from lack to abundance. This, with the Ace of Wands, is the new magical beginning. So, magical because of the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands. I'm so curious to see how this is going to happen. But most importantly, for me to really be able to read your cards, I just want to know what shattered in your life. Look, I'm going to do this. And we already saw the Page of Swords, it was? Yeah, the Page of Swords, so we'll start off with that. So, what shattered in your life? Page of Swords, Five of Swords, King of Wands, right? Let's stop there. Can you see the cards? Yeah, I think you can. And I'm going to pull out an oracle card to help us identify, like, focus a bit this energy. Because I can start telling you something that you used to struggle with, that was beating you. And I'm sure most of you will understand what this is about. I just want to try to make it more, what can I say? More detailed, if it's possible. Sometimes I feel like the cards, no matter how much I try to make it, get into detail, I feel like because it's a general reading for everyone, I don't get to into that type of detail, but I'm really going to try so that you're able to follow up in today's reading. Let's keep these right there for now. What is this thing that shattered in your life, that's created lack, that's now going to start giving? So first of all, what is it? Vanity. So you've got the throat chakra with the card Vanity. It is something that it seems looked good on the facade, but had a lot of issues on the inside. So you used to benefit from the facade of it, but was it really giving you what you wanted? It doesn't look like it. Here there's an imbalance in the root chakra. It's an is it an overactive or an underactive? I think overactive root chakra or underactive. I don't think this deck talks about that. Overactive and underactive root chakra. Perfection. I have the same high standards for myself as I have for others. So, Raspberry needs no makeup to accentuate her exquisite features, but she wears it anyway. She's a perfectionist. She speaks the truth at all times, believing that she is helping others. You see something about the facade here. You see? The makeup, the vanity. But in any ways, she speaks the truth at all times, believing that she is helping others by sharing her truth. While statements such as, your child is overweight, are honest, they make others avoid her. Gosh, some neighbor is very loud. I don't know if you can hear that. But in any case, your child is overweight, are honest. They make others avoid her. Lonely, she seeks the advice of her favorite, Elderberry, who teaches her that honesty without kindness is cruelty. Her new vulnerability allows her to see the beauty in others as well as in herself. So there's something about what you had before, although it in itself wasn't a bad thing to want or have, but the reason it shattered, it seems because the way it was done was not right. Or maybe that person that you were involved with wasn't the right person. Or that work or that job or that business or the way you were spending money, it really could be anything, wasn't the right way for you. So it seems like it had to do with some form of vanity or another. Like, what is vanity? Looks, obviously, something that you enjoy socially, a status, something of a in nature, status of that nature, I mean. Also, and it looks like while this thing gave you a lot of power, a lot of pleasure, a lot of maybe status, power, energy, you know, made you feel so good in many ways. These are the two fives here, the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. It was wreaking havoc. So I think the Page of Swords, it was shifting to change your mindset about it, change the way you think about it, not necessarily the thing in itself. So your fate now seems to be that you're moving back towards this great joy, this time in great abundance. And you were never meant to lose it altogether. You were just meant to learn how to have it. Okay, wonderful. Let's place this here. The King of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Now it's going to start, as we said, giving to you. Let's explore that and let's see how it's starting. Living from the heart suggests that it's fated for you to start fully enjoying that energy. Yeah, you know, the starfish, even the starfish is an archetype pertaining to art and beauty. Art and beauty and things looking pretty on the outside. So again, we get that facade all over again. Something either emotional in nature or something that has to do with social status or your looks or something of that nature. Something that you used to enjoy very much in the past. And now you're going to start, it's fated for you to start getting it back. Full throttle, in full swing, like you're going to be jumping, thrown back into it with the Queen of Wands, fully enjoying that energy again. It's like nothing at all to everything, all of a sudden, with that new beginning. In fact, your cards are actually showing that you have already been moving towards that energy that you love for a while. Whether you're noticing it or not, maybe this is talking about you seeing many things change in your life, leading you to that moment right now, what you're holding in your hands, what you're about to hold in your hands. You've actually been moving towards it for a while. Things have been fixing around you for this to happen for a while, for this fate to begin. Right now. I have a feeling that it's going to make a powerful entrance in your life. Like, bam, here you go. With this powerful entrance, you get to indulge in it and enjoy it fully now that you have the wisdom in how to enjoy it in the best way. You've learned so much from that time where it shattered. So, you know, I have a better question here. How did it shatter? The Eight of Swords. It just stopped all of a sudden. This is the background of the Eight of Wands, which is speed, something being in full swing, and then Eight of Swords is a halt. So it just stopped. You used to have it, it used to be great, you used to enjoy it. Everything was great, and suddenly, bam, none of it in your life. None of it, just like that. Bam. Okay. I think that starts to clarify what this energy is for you even more. And let's bounce back to this grand entrance. And how is this energy making a grand entrance in your life right now? Not to mention, You've already been moving towards it, whether you realize it or not. So the grand entrance, how is that happening? You've got the Eight of Wands. See, you won't believe this. This is the Eight of Swords in the background of the Eight of Wands. Do you see this one? That's the other way around. That is the Eight of Wands in the background of the Ace of Swords. Do you see? What was halted shall resume. Okay, that's the grand entrance. How? I'm sure you can, some of you can understand how, if you already know what this is about, but I will continue to be diligent and look at the cards. You've got the Queen of Pentacles sitting on the Empress throne. Sorry, this is the Queen of Pentacles. This is the High Priestess sitting on the Empress throne. You've got the Nine of Swords. This is the figure of the Nine of Cups. The background of the Nine of Wands as well. In any case, you've got the Page of Wands. So how is it making this grand entrance? Something was blocking it with the background of the Eight of Wands. Now the wish is the one that's taking command. The happy feelings, the happy energy is the one that's taking command of all of that stress and blockage. How? Well, we do have the High Priestess here. The exact how is not going to be mentioned now. How this fate shall just start right away. The exact is yet to be told with the scrolls of the High Priestess. It's not meant for you to know exactly how yet. That information we're not meant to access at the moment. But the Queen of Pentacles shows that you will, in fact, be living this dream very soon. This life situation that you love very soon. It's going to be yours once again. You can see it here with the Nine of Cups. That wish of yours will be the one in power, as opposed to that blockage of energy and stress before. You will claim this energy as yours with the flag on the land once more with the Page of Wands. Well, at least let's get details as much as possible. Some of the details are, this shall begin on a new moon, in an earth sign, or with the High Priestess in a water sign. Is there a month where we see the moon in both aspects? Hold on, let me check. No, but there's the new moon in Pisces. That's in February. So if you're watching this now, maybe something in February. If you're watching this later, then something in 2 months' time. Knowing that you're already moving towards that. The movement has already begun. Another detail that I keep seeing is that you suddenly find yourself sitting on the throne. Suddenly happening. Okay, well, I guess we'll just trust the process. How is it happening? Just as it quickly and as weirdly as it stopped, just as crazy and weird as it shall begin, resume once more. The same weird way here is the same weird way it shall begin. That I know for sure as I look at your cards. And suddenly you find yourself in that position again. Suddenly you see your desire is the one winning this time and not the blockage. And suddenly there's a new page. Suddenly there is happiness and you enjoying that energy again. So that's what I'm seeing here. Now, when it comes to the type of energy that this could be, in terms of what you'll be enjoying, for some of you, we've got the legs of the Emperor. So some of you is resuming some form of empire again. It could even be a society that you were part of. There's the angel of love. So maybe this is resuming a love relationship. It just starts happening. That whether love in general or with a specific person, what it is that you desire. Love resuming in your life. Pentacles could be maybe something was working in your career. You were pursuing a specific career, or you were trying to invest even. It didn't work out. Now, bam, it starts working out for you. And it could be all three, you know? Maybe all the three are tied together. Maybe just all three. You get to enjoy all of these three aspects in your life, or whatever ones resonated with you right now. In any case, it is fated to happen right now for you. Okay, let's explore more about this energy. I think we've opened all of them to clarify the situation. You've now shifted your mindset. You're now able to enjoy that energy much better, understand it much better than before. So that's going to start happening. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. In fact, I want to shuffle these back in and I'll be back. You know, I just noticed something. Remember when we were saying it's a new moon in a water sign, full moon in an earth sign? I'm thinking actually the new moon in Pisces is in February, full moon in Virgo is in March. So I would say around that time, I would say like mid-Feb to mid-March, where this official bam new beginning is going to happen. Please take timing, of course, with a grain of salt, but I really am feeling it this way. If you're watching this later, this is around 2 months from now to 2 months and a half. Yeah. Okay, so let's continue reading and see the final details that you're meant to hear about your new beginning. So, look at that. You've got the Page of Swords. You've got the Seven of Swords. You've got the Page of Pentacles. And you've got the Ace of... I think we can fit one more card. Ace of Pentacles, as well as the Six of Pentacles. Right, it's so clear. This is talking these days as you move towards this energy between now and 2 months' time, where the official reversal shift to this situation will happen. It's the time when you're going to receive that energy. And your cards are talking about how to receive it the right way, because it seems like that's important as well. Your cards here are talking about how essential it is for that energy to find you in a strong mental state so that you can receive it in the way that you wish to receive it. Your mindset and mental strength is vital in the type of quality you are going to get out of what you're receiving here. And so this is only something that you can do. The universe and what's fated, that can be given to you. But how you receive it is absolutely dependent on how you look at the situation. You see Arthur's sword here? I feel like it has to do something with only you can change your mindset. Only you can have a strong aura. Only you can have strength. That cannot be given to you. That is something that you choose to do. And between now until February or until that time, you are guided to train your mind to always choose the powerful thought, always choose the powerful energy. And the more you think powerfully about the thoughts that you have, choose to think the most powerful way, the stronger you are going to become. And remember here, your mindset is everything. That's perhaps why you're getting this guidance. And so in your case, it's something around, it's not what you get, it's how you get it. Are you going to get this destined thing that once was taken from you? You're absolutely going to take that. How you take it is absolutely reliant on you. Things like, for example, how you will see the situation when you're receiving this huge blessing that you love. How you take things really is everything. Like, for example, think about it. If it's an offer at work, how you receive that offer determines how moving forward they're going to be thinking about how to increase your salary, increase your bonus. If you're like, oh my God, for example, oh my God, that is amazing, I love this offer, I'm dying, then maybe the company will not be so concerned anymore about making sure you get your rights, because they're like, hey, and that does not mean it's a bad thing, and it doesn't mean don't be yourself, but also be careful about your boundaries, because you might mislead others into thinking, hey, I mean, pile number 2, they got it all, they're so happy. It doesn't seem like we need to do more. And then your rights along the way are lost, for example. So it's not what you take, it's how you take it in this pile. There's something about being in a strong mindset to begin with now, and not when the situation happens. Having a stronger mind in general, at all times, is good for you, first and foremost, but it will also specifically and specially help you in that situation where you are getting that blessing once again. So the strong mindset is things like choosing your thoughts. Don't think of thoughts that weaken you. Choose empowering thoughts. I'm not saying happy, but empowering thought. I mean, happy is awesome, don't get me wrong, but we're not expected to be happy all the time, unless we can. That's an awesome thing. But choose empowering thoughts most of the time. And that's here what you're really guided to do in helping you to take the best out of this reoccurrence in your life. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I'm seeing in your reading in terms of what is about to begin in your life. You're already getting there. If you look at your life from an outside perspective, not zoomed in, I think you're going to start noticing, you know what? It does look like I'm actually moving towards that grand wish, or that thing that I always loved. And yeah, that's the last thing you are guided to do when it comes to your mind. This is what I see. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what is your new beginning that is starting now for you. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading. This one is falling off. I'm going to take it. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to take it. Bittersweet. Okay, these are the decks that I'll be using for your reading. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. But very quickly before we begin, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful cherry quartz. Your significator card is the pomegranate with the keywords vitality, sensuality, and bodily autonomy. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Scorpio, Aquarius, Cancer, and Gemini. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please Please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so this one was sliding off of the deck on the side. And we did explore that it's bittersweet. We'll just keep it here. Bittersweet. And there's a birthday cake. Okay, you've got the heart chakra with gossip. Okay. Right. You've got the fire ox with a beacon of light. Wow. Okay. Actually, we do have space. We can keep this one here, don't we? We've got space. We can even fit one of these cards here. No, we can't do that. All right. We've got... the fire ant. Fire ox, fire ant. Wow, okay. That's a lot of fire energy for sure. And you've got the inner demons with thoughts, feelings, beliefs. It says they're on your inside or on your side. Okay, so nice. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. We'll at least take a look at the first row, and then we'll be expanding further in the reading to see what is starting for you right now. Okay, so you've got the Wheel of Fortune. You've got the Three of Wands. You've got the Strength card. It's meant to be like that. Got the Seven of Swords. Weird. Sorry, you've got the Seven of Swords. The Three of Cups. And the Judgment card. Looks like it's a very interesting reading. And let's see what this is. Fire, fire. It's funny in this fire, fire, because it reminds me of the saying, fire, fire, pants on fire. I think this talks about when someone's a liar. Fire, liar, liar, pants on fire. Yes, yes. Liar, liar, pants on fire. You see, you've got gossip here. Somebody's lying. Somebody's been painting off a picture, like trying to maybe show something they're not, or they're trying to paint a picture about you that's not true. But you know, I heard a saying recently that I really loved, speaking of paint and brushes. And there's something about, what do artists do or painters do when they encounter something that they don't like? They brush it off. So I don't know why we're seeing all of that, but it's funny. I'll keep all of that in mind as we're doing your reading and start exploring what is this new beginning. But there's definitely something about community, gossip, or maybe within your small entourage or something. Let's see. We could be surprised to realize that nothing is outside, nothing is going on the outside, and they could be your shadow at the end of the day. Who knows? Let's take our time. Speaking of group, do you see how this whole colony of ants is attacking one person, or one, not person, of course, one other insect or something? And the fire ants, they're powerful. So is this talking about your inside, or is this talking about your outside community? And how does bittersweet fit in? Ah, questions. Bodily autonomy. Do you have like a group of people somehow trying to control your life or control things that they shouldn't get themselves into? Because I'm starting to feel that, is it really on the inside, or are they the culprit of this demon situation? Because this is not looking like it's a you problem. It's not a you problem, of course, or a they problem, but I mean, it's not a problem, but it doesn't look like a you challenge. Although I don't want to take power off of your hands, but really it does look like you're kind of being somehow attacked or mistreated by a certain group of people. They could be like not nice, but they're also hitting something on your inside, like you're triggered because of your shadow. But that doesn't cancel out the fact that these people that are somehow in your life, your colleagues or family or group of friends, with bittersweet, it looks like these people, they're supposed to be people who love you, right? They're supposed to be people who are there for you. They're supposed to be on your team, but it doesn't look like they're acting in this way. This is what I'm starting to pick up here, especially as I focus on bodily autonomy. It looks like they are interfering, or they are interfering in issues that they're not meant to get into. Looks like there's a lot of gossip going on, and there's a lot of group attack going on. There's a lot of lies, deception in this community with the Seven of Swords here that the cards are showing. And this community seems to be functioning from their shadow. In fact, the pomegranate is a fruit from the underworld, and at least in Greek mythology, right? So, yeah, they seem to be functioning purely from their shadow, this group of people. And we were laughing, but it looks like they are not really treating you in the best way. You seem to come off like the light here, a beacon of light, amidst a group of people functioning from their shadow. It does not mean that you don't have your own inner demons or your own triggers, your own shadow that you are dealing with or healing. But you're unfortunate to be dealing with a group of people that are certainly not nice at all. And I think they're on the extreme side, to be honest, especially on how they use things like attack. Maybe the attack is ostracize. They try to ostracize you in one way or the other, whatever tactics they have here. So that's what the reading is talking about. And that's the new beginning. What's the new beginning? Do you see the Three of Wands? You seemed like you were in their net for a long time. First of all, before we talk about the Three of Wands, it seems like they were able to entrap you in their society, in their rules, in their home or something. For a long time, for a while, you were entrapped. But there's a new beginning when it comes to this situation. And it's a very fortunate new beginning. You're going to be very fortunate to leave that place. And you're going to start off in another place. You're going somewhere else. Some of you are actually flying because that's a helicopter. Some of you are moving. You're not moving, you're upgrading. You see, you're going up. You're upgrading from that place. So upgrading means that, you see, underworld, you're going up. You're going out of this situation. Upgrade means that the judgment here, because this is a group of people that seems to be very strong on judgment, it does look like they're going to be really amazed that you're able to free yourself like that, and they're watching you go to a new territory, new lands, new situation that's far beyond them or beyond what they believe they can do or have or something. You're escaping with the Seven of Swords. It's going to take you're going to be intelligent in how you escape this, for sure. Maybe you're not going to be telling everyone around you about everything. You're leaving in an intelligent way. And once you leave, you're going to find that you have a lot of power, and we'll explore what that power is for you. But an awesome thing here is that your light will shine so bright as you are coming out of this place, because several things are happening at the same time. As you're leaving this place, it seems like you're integrating your shadow. Do you see the light and the dark? You're integrating a shadow. Perhaps you're healing from whatever attacks they're doing. You're brushing it off, right? You're brushing it off. We were laughing, but it could be true. Maybe you've learned to brush it off. You're healing. You're not triggered anymore. You've changed your beliefs. You've changed your thoughts. You've changed your insight. And your light is shining bright. And perhaps as your light is now shining bright, you no longer belong in that place. Not that you ever were supposed to belong there, but maybe it was a place where you were learning to integrate your shadow, if we think about it spiritually. And I think you are now finding your light. Your light is shining bright. I think this light is energetically pushing this community from you, from having access to you. And as your light's becoming stronger these days, you're changing your fortune. You're changing also your destiny. And I see you going somewhere else, escaping from this society. Like I told you, there's a new power here in this new place you're going. There's something about you holding the crocodile's mouth. In my opinion, it is showing how in your new place, you've got the power to close down the gossip. You see the power of the gossip that was going on here. We'll explore how you're able to shut down the gossip that they were really enjoying with the heart chakra here. And here, perhaps it's because they're like, whoa, the society's like, maybe who you are becoming, where you're going. You know how they say the best revenge is to enjoy your life or to do the good things in your life? Maybe that's it. Maybe you being in that place will shut down automatically the gossip, perhaps. But I definitely see the judgment on you is changing, especially that and I think judgment here is important because there was gossip. So the people's judgment of you is changing. And it's not like we care, right? But I just read the cards and I'm telling you what the cards are showing. So it's not for me to judge the reading. It's for me to show you what the cards are trying to show you. And so here, people's judgment is changing, and the people who were striking this gossip or creating this gossip are going to have to shut up. They can't do more of this gossip anymore. So we know that this power is due to that great place you're going, or that great elevation that's happening in your life right now, where everyone in your community is going, wow, look at the elevation. Judgment is also elevation. I say elevation here because of the ladder, But judgment is the real elevation happening. And you can see them going, wow, look at that. There's more tea, but there is tea of like, whoa, look at that. Ooh, that's amazing. Things like that. Okay. So let's now explore more, zoom in on here, on where are you going? So it's a new beginning of integrating your shadow, leaving behind people that were supposed to be loving. That's why you've got the bittersweet. Throat chakra is like, this situation is communicating everything for you on your behalf. What's happening to you suffices. Okay. So, where are you going? What's all that specifically about? Where are you escaping to? How are you leveling up? What's your fortune here? Wow. Wow, talk about power. You've got the King of Wands. Now, I want to stop here before we pull out more cards because I have a lot of ideas with this King of Wands. You're flying high, but just like a peacock, where you're going is so high up and so unique, at least for you and your community. There's no way you can miss the sort of life and its uniqueness and its power that you're going towards. So I'm thinking things like, I don't know, are you like going to have a better job with a better salary? Are you moving to another location that's amazing? Are you like changing your whole life? I don't know, but it's definitely very unique. An awesome elevated life experience that you and your community see as highly unique. Again, the King of Wands shows both aspects, excitement as well as power. You keep getting power, so let's explore more. It's like you're going to have the power to do what you want. You've got the Lover's card. For some of you, it's a beautiful relationship beginning, maybe. You've got the Ten of Swords. The Fool card. And you've got the Ace of Pentacles. Right. I think first and foremost, you are choosing yourself. Like there's so much about this new beginning. Obviously, with the Fool journey, you're going somewhere new, or it's a totally new experience that even you don't know much about. It could be like everything is new. Place is new, people is new, type of wealth is new, everything with the Fool. It's like a whole new experience. It's a great opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. It's a new opportunity that allows you to grow fast. And I do see you here flying high. You're very lucky to have that opportunity. Another thing that's going to give you power, and another thing about your new beginning, is that it will allow you to love some things about yourself that you may have been denying, because that's Beauty and the Beast. So it doesn't have to be about yourself. It could be about your experience. It could be acceptance, you know. And the reason I say that is because that's one of the painful cards that I have seen in tarot. This is the Inuit story of the goddess Sedna, who's been in that moment betrayed by her own father, who cut off her fingers as she was seeking refuge to save himself. So this community looks like it was so toxic, and I'm so sorry about that. It's a toxic community that is self-centered, full of betrayal. I'm so sorry. But maybe due to that ugly, painful situation that you were stuck in, because there's a lot of attack here, some split happens, because that's the Lover's card, even in Thoth. It's a split, by the way, not just a choice. Even in Thoth it's a split. Talks about how the universe keeps splitting itself to further experience itself, right? So split itself, this is where I'm getting the idea of a split happening in yourself, and that's how the healing is happening. Beauty and the Beast, you overly loved a part about yourself, but with the Beast, maybe you've learned to, hate about a part about yourself or dislike a part about yourself, only to find, just like the Beast, the power that it has to give you. There's something along these lines. This split seems to have happened because of that cruel betrayal from these people. It was the underworld energy after all. And now I see the integration. It's either hate or deny. Hate, deny, feared a part about yourself. Hated a part about yourself, disliked it, feared it, denied it. You didn't befriend it, not acknowledge it. That split could be lack of acknowledgement. Something like that. You've accepted a part of you that you previously pushed away, resisted. You split from you. It's like, that part's not mine, or something. Something like that here. And that gave you strength. Do you see how this lion is part crocodile, part lion? You see, you've integrated something within you these days. You've started to love it. You started to acknowledge it. You started going, hey, let's work it out together. And that is going to integrate a great power that you have within you now, that you couldn't use or have access to before, because it seems like you were denying it or not acknowledging it or fearing it even. So that integration also is going to give you a lot of strength these days. And your light is going to shine brighter. That, along with the height where you're going, that awesome new opportunity that is full of potential of growth, as well as the exciting journey that you are about to embark into, all of that is giving you the power that you will feel in this new beginning. There's a lot of staring, there's a lot of new talk, like what's going on here, wow, where is pile number 3 going? Because you're escaped here. Like, where's pile number 3? Oh, pile number 3 is not here. Where did they go? What's going on? Oh my God, did you hear where they went? Oh, stop it. Things like that, you know? And you are integrating that part. So much is going on, and a new opportunity is arising. Let's continue to explore what happens next. Your reading is full of tea and it's very generous with the details, and I love it when that happens. Okay, so what else? What's next? You've got the 9 of Swords. You've got someone in your entourage who, because that's the Oracle of Delphi, who seems to be keeping up with you. Take it with a grain of salt what I'm about to say. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. I don't tend to shy away in showing you the details that I see, because even if it doesn't resonate with everyone, it's going to resonate with someone listening. With the Oracle of Delphi here, it seems like you have someone keeping tabs on you. maybe they watch tarot cards on you. Maybe they're like their psychic, or maybe they talk to a psychic. Maybe they get dreams about you. I don't know. But someone here, that's going to resonate for someone. You've got someone who's keeping tabs on you. Maybe it's not like anything spiritual in nature, really. It could simply be social media, you know? It is the new oracle of our age. It shows everything when we're not there, right? So it could be social media. But I do see that you've got a lot of people so stressed about what they're finding out about you, what they're learning from you, in the way that they're keeping tabs on you. Maybe they've got others that they know that are telling them what you're up to. Maybe it's social media. And maybe you've got someone psychic in your family who's like just so connected one way or the other. Or maybe you've got someone in your family that does, you know, their own oracle reading or something. In any case, you've got some people who are keeping tabs on you, and poor souls, they seem to be so stressed about what's happening to you. You know, it does match the energy of the underground, of how hearts must heal to fulfill things for themselves, to hold their own paintbrush. Right, let's continue. You've got the Two of Swords. The fire god, Agni. You guys corrected me once. I think I should check so that I don't pronounce it wrong again. Agni. Yeah, I think I said it right. Okay, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, as well as the Queen of Cups. So what's next? What's next? Well, other than the judgment part and them finding out and all of that, which seems to be a big part of your reading, let's look at you now. What's next for you in this new opportunity of growth? It looks to me like you are going to be making some major decisions in this new beginning. Why? Because you feel like this new beginning is full of potential and you want to prove yourself that you are worthy of these new opportunities. Here we see Sita, who's about to take the Agni test, the fire test, to prove her innocence. There are like different versions of the story, or the last time when you talked about it in the comment section and I was reading your opinions, there seems to be different opinions between what I've read, what some of you are talking about when it comes to the story. So I in no way am claiming that I'm an expert. I have no issues of you guys correcting me and learning from you. So feel free to do that. But as much as I know, this is Sita proving her innocence as she goes through the fire test, Agni, the god Agni of fire, to prove her innocence. So all I'm seeing from my understanding of this card is that you're now putting these people behind you and you're now focused on your new beginning. Here, you, in this new place, you're very focused on proving yourself, proving your capabilities, proving you're worthy of love. And I don't talk about love in relationships as in like maybe you started your own company, for example. It's one of the energies here, or maybe you've started working in a new place. So you want to show that what you do is worthy of admiration. So worthy of admiration, what you're doing, or maybe prove yourself in this new place. Prove that you can do it, maybe even to yourself. I don't know. But there's definitely something along the lines of proving something and making some tough decisions, like strong. Let's not call it tough. Making strong decisions. You know, you're going to go through the fire like, I have to go through this to get what I want. And I do see you doing it here. Here we've got with the Eight of Pentacles, this sister that is freeing her brothers. So to make a long story short, and not talk about every single card, here she's working hard to free something dear to her. And so I see you initially in this new beginning working hard to prove your mastery, to get the results that you want, something of that nature. And you will. You can see here with the Page of Pentacles, the goddess of the daughter of the goddess of the sun, a new beginning in Scandinavia, where this is specifically in Sweden here. When the sun comes, it's a celebration for everyone. The ice melts, everyone feels positive. This is higher up in Sweden, specifically near the North Pole. So when the goddess of the sun comes, it's a great time. So you can see here with the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups that there is a short amount of time where you're working hard, intensifying your efforts, making some hard decisions, doing what is necessary to get the results that you want, to establish your reputation in this new place. I'm thinking work, really. That's where you need to put that type of energy in, I guess. I really think this is the energy of work. So perhaps you're elevating to a new position, or you're moving to another company or something. That's just a guess, but you're working hard to gain that reputation, to gain the results that you want, and to alleviate yourself from this form of hardships or the misunderstandings about you that could happen. And that's for a short amount of time. After that, you can see that the sun comes, everything, all the hard work starts paying back. You get into a positive life and you love the life that you've created for yourself. All of that, my dear pile number 3, is starting now for you. I guess it's relevant for you to know. I feel like this old society is going to be looking up at you. There's something about you going up. They're constantly looking up like, wow. But some of them are stressed. I wonder why you're getting this message. Is there something that you're meant to do about this? Is it about you just moving on? Or is it healing maybe? I don't know. Why are you getting this message? Ace of Cups. Well, it looks like this society understands that the divine, that the universe is pouring now into your cup. And it perhaps is pushing them to look at their own lives and see how they can create this for themselves maybe. Maybe it's healing for you to know. Ace of Cups is also healing. So maybe it's just healing for you to know that you're somehow getting your rights or karma or something. Maybe some of them are regretting it. Maybe some of you are just stressed that you're getting better. I don't know. But it looks like somehow with the Ace of Cups, it could be healing for a lot of you. Yeah. And here it could be decisions of, I'm going to work harder. I'm going to do this. I'm going to challenge myself, something or the other. But it does look like it's for a short, like as Sita passes through the fire, it was a quick pass. So it's not going to take long before you feel like, I love my new life. I'm settled. I'm good. I get to enjoy everything that it gives me. Yeah, rapid growth for sure. And my dear pile number 3, this is your new beginning that I see for you. I wish you the best of luck with that. That new beginning starts now for you. And if you've enjoyed your reading, I want to say, as you go through this healing, it's going to feel bittersweet. Perhaps that's why you're hearing about this, because you're healing, you're happy with everything that's going on in your life, but you're also crying it out, maybe releasing the pain of the type of betrayals these people and the pain these people have caused you. So that's it. I wish you the best of luck. This was your new beginning, your reading of your new beginning. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!